My best argument for clients who don't understand brevity,
It's the soul of wit.
the soul of wit, it is. What I would do is I would say to them, I understand where you're coming from, and I understand that you can think that more text is better, but online or on a one-page brochure, I also write for a politician. Brevity is what you want. You want short, powerful text that does the job, but it does it in a few enough words so people will actually read it. And I can tell you from personal experience, you don't see this too much now, but when the web was young, you would go to web pages and they would be a bulletproof wall of text. There was letters from this side to this side and from here all the way to there. And you couldn't read it because once you read all the way across, you didn't know what line was next. You know, it was like so big that you couldn't get back to the next line. Those days are gone. Really, writing for the web is writing in brevity. And if they still can't see it, then I would say, look, let me do this. I'll do it my way. And let me show you what I'm talking about. And if you still don't like it, we'll do something else. I wouldn't commit to writing chapters and verse, but I might say, I would say we'll do something else. Because at some point, they're hiring you or I or any one of us, they're hiring us for your expertise. And it's all well and good to let the customer have what they want, but you don't want to turn out work that you know will be bad work to satisfy the client. They will not be happy when this doesn't do what it's supposed to do. When they get a call, I went to your website and you had so much stuff, I couldn't make any sense. I was looking for this and I couldn't find it. You got all this text and I couldn't find anything. Because see, a lot of people don't know to search. You can go Control F and you can search a whole page of text like that. But a lot of people don't know to do that. And a lot of websites are constructed so poorly you literally can't find what you're looking for. So having subheads, having a paragraph where the first sentence introduces what's really in that paragraph. You don't want to have a sentence up here that talks about red roses, and then 4 paragraphs later you talk about red roses, because people get confused. They see red roses and they expect it to be in that paragraph. Well, when it's not, it's like if I say to you, go out and open the door, and you say, well, what door? And I say, I don't know, pick one. Well, you get very frustrated with that because you don't have any way to, all the normal cues that would be in a document to lead you to what you want are scrambled. And that really makes people crazy.
What's the general rule of thumb? I mean, you have, I don't know what the exact amount of time is, but you have something like a matter of seconds to capture someone's attention.
That's correct.
Your website, and that's really that's all they need to know. It's like you only have seconds, and anything that causes them to go away, that's bad.
And you have about 8 seconds. You're right, and that's why I started out with the top of the page: who, what, when, where, why. If you are an architect, you've got to say, "I'm an architect" on the top of the page. What can I do for you? You need to spell it out. And that way, when people go to your website, see, you don't know what page they're going to come in on. Everybody concentrates on the index page. You think, oh, this is the first page. No. They may come in on your Contact Us page. They can make into your press room. They may come into a product page. So that's why all the top of those pages, they've got to be identical. And they've got to tell people who've never been there before, you've got to give them enough information so they know, is this what I want? Am I on the right website? They won't hang around to find out. I've been to some websites, I couldn't find where they were located. I mean, I couldn't tell what continent they were on. I went to the very bottom of the index page. People will hide gold down there. You'll need a phone number. Where is it? It's in little itty bitty text down at the bottom of the page. So don't hide that information. That really needs to be, I mean, it doesn't have to be in big glaring letters, but it just, as long as it's there.
Mary, you could prove to them by doing a couple of ads, Google ads, and track the landing pages, heavy text landing pages, versus the calls to action.
Absolutely. You can make a landing page for a particular product. Google, I apologize, I'm drawing a blank on the name. Google will give you real-time insight into who's... Google Analytics, thank you. I can't believe I couldn't think of that.
So you have to prove it.
So their product pages, there's different product owners, and when you ask, like, so, we're redesigning a website, what's your favorite website? They point to a website that has even more content, like, oh dear God, like, we're not going to get anywhere.
Yeah.
They all have different opinions, but
Yeah.
I need to tell as much as I possibly can about our glorious products.
Did you all hear that? We ask them the favorite website to go to a website with even more on it. That's because if they're a machine company or they sell shoes, they go to another shoe site. All that's meaningful to them. They say, oh, look at all this great information about shoes. Well, if I'm looking for a pair of shoes, I don't care about that stuff.
Yeah, and that's personality type too. They're analytical, researcher types. They want to read. That personality type. You can tell them that they only constitute 12% of the population.
Yeah.
You don't have to do that. I mean, that's what tabs are for. If you go to Best Buy or any site where they have equipment that has lots of
Right,
really
exactly.
dry stuff.
Right.
They always have tabs. So
Right.
that, if you know what you're looking for, you just hey, it's a TV. But
Right.
if you need to know, does it do HDMI? How many ports is that? Blah, blah, then there's a
Excellent.
second tab that gives you all the specifications.
That's correct. That's
And
an excellent
so you
point.
bury it that way.
That's correct. In fact, if you
But
go
those
to...
kind of people that are researchers, they will dig for their information that they want.
Okay,
Big.
any other questions? So was this helpful to you? Did this work out okay?
Just
Yeah?
my own website, and I don't have my contact information.
Ah! Okay.
Wayne, could you talk a little bit more about, because the title of the talk was about making sure that your website's a good employee.
Mhm.
Is there some other aspects of that?
Oh, yeah. Give your website a yearly review. Take a look at your website and say, are you being good to me? Take a look at your website and say, if I've never seen this website before, and I come into this website, how would I contact someone in this company? Where is this company? What does this company do? Look at your website and ask yourself, what does this company do? And see if it tells the reader what you do. And you may be surprised. You may be surprised when you look at it sort of with fresh eyes. If you ask that question, look for the answer. And it's got to do it in a few short sentences. You can't have 5 paragraphs. That won't work. Do you have a tagline? Is the tagline pertinent? Is the name of your company pertinent to what you do or to your products? If it's not, and that's okay if it's not, but if it's not, you have to go the extra step and make sure that there are words on that website that tell the reader what you have to offer them. Answer the question, what's in it for me? If I go to your website, I'm looking for an Adobe designer, what's in it for me? Why would I pick you rather than someone else in this room? Because when I look at you, I have no clue of what your skill sets are. I'm totally ignorant of what it means to be an Adobe designer. So for me, I really don't even know what you would have over what one of you would be better than the other. It's not within my framework. I've never done design work. I've never hired one. I've worked with people, but I've never really worked with someone at your level. So you have to kind of educate me, and you have to bring me along and show me that when I write a check, what do I get back for it? I mean, I know I'm going to get an infographic back. Infographics are really hot right now. So if I want an infographic, why would I choose one of you versus another? The lady in the back did print design. That's meaningful to me. Newspapers, magazines, ads, that's all print stuff. And then, but now see, then I know the online world, and not everything on on print transfers to online. But the point is, copy editing, advertising, if you can do that in print, you can do it online. So you have to pretty much tell me what you've got and why I should hire those particular skills. And yeah, do that. Take a look at your website. You know, when I say website, it might be a Facebook page, which I don't really like Facebook on a personal level or a professional level. It might be a blog, depending on what you use for, you know, your main location online. I like websites because a website is sort of like a Swiss Army knife. It'll do anything. I mean, you can put content up there, you can put videos, you can link to stuff everywhere. It'll just do anything. It's just, it's a great platform because you never get to the point where you say it won't do that. It'll do anything. You can have subdomains and you can have all sorts of stuff that you really, other places you can't do that. I like that. It works for me. Some people love WordPress, and you can make a phenomenal website with WordPress. You can get your own URLs now with WordPress. You all know what a URL? Okay, I'm sorry. Forgive me. I don't always talk to people at your level. So that works too. But wherever you want, wherever you hang your professional hat online, take a look at it and have it sing your song. The last thing you want is to have someone come there looking for exactly what you've got to offer and have them not know it. Think of the carpenter that you're standing next to. Yeah, oh, long line, isn't it? Buying your gallon of milk, and here's the perfect candidate to build you a garage. And you never knew that because you were told it was a carpenter. What's a carpenter do? I don't know. Do you make furniture? I mean, who knows? But see, when you put the onus on the listener to understand what you're saying, it doesn't work. I mean, unless you want to say, like, you know, I'm an axe murderer, or I sell heavy weapons, or I sell bulldozers or something. People can kind of get the gist of that, but you know. So how are we going? Any more questions?
What's your website?
Oh, I'm sorry. Webcontentrx.biz.